Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're jumping straight into a story about something we're all kind of desperately chasing right now. Absolute inner focus. In a world where our average attention span on a screen has literally shrunk to just a few seconds, finding mental clarity feels almost impossible. But what if the ultimate map to finding that focus isn't some new, trendy productivity hack? What if it's actually a profound formula that was codified thousands of years ago? Let's take a meditative journey into a single incredible piece of ancient text. Just take a breath and listen to this map. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. It sounds like poetry, right? But it's actually a brilliant structural formula for human attention. Every single step of our journey today to find inner focus flows directly from these 22 words from Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. Now, to really unlock this formula, we have to instantly shift our perspective. If we read this literally, just biological eyes receiving physical photons of light, we miss the treasure entirely. We have to look at the metaphor here. In this ancient context, your eye represents your mind's attention. It's the lens of your consciousness. So we aren't talking about physical sight at all. We are talking entirely about mental clarity.
All right, section 1, the eye as a lamp and the mechanism of perception. Okay, so let's define the eye in our story. It is your singular point of focus. It's your intentional attention. We really need to think of it not as a passive biological window that just sits there, but as an active choice. Your eye is the conscious decision to read a difficult book instead of endlessly scrolling social media. It is your active, functioning focus at any given exact second.
And that brings us to the second crucial definition, and honestly, perhaps the most stunning revelation of this entire text, the lamp. Notice the quote doesn't say the eye is a window, it explicitly says it is a lamp, and a lamp is an active illuminator, it projects. What this actually means is that whatever you choose to focus your attention on, your eye, actively illuminates shapes and dictates your internal reality. Your focus doesn't just passively receive the world, it actively lights up the room of your mind based entirely on what you are looking at. So the absolutely crucial point here is this cause and effect relationship established right at the start of the text. The state of the eye dictates the state of the body, period. If your attention is fixed on chaos, your internal state, your body in this metaphor, is going to be completely chaotic. But if your attention is fixed on peace, your internal state will be peaceful. Your internal reality is entirely downstream from wherever you choose to point your lamp.
Moving right along to section 2, cultivating healthy eyes and the power of single-mindedness.
The secret to this entire quest really hides in the word healthy. Because in the original language of this text, healthy actually implies being single or undivided. It means you aren't looking out of the corner of your eye, You aren't double-minded. A healthy eye in this ancient formula is an undivided, pure, laser-like focus.
And this is really where the rubber meets the road for us. On one side, we have what most of us experience every single day, a completely distracted, fragmented focus. Your attention is split between your phone, your anxieties, your overflowing inbox. It's exhausting, and it leaves your internal lamp flickering and dim. But on the other side is the ancient solution, intentional, single-minded focus, literally directing all your mental energy onto one purposeful point.
So how do we actually cultivate this? Well, we need to master 3 core elements. First up, single-mindedness. This is training yourself to be fully present with just one thing at a time. Second is intentional attention, meaning you actively choose your focus, rather than letting algorithms or a barrage of emergencies choose it for you. And third, clarity of purpose, knowing exactly why you are pointing your lamp in a certain direction. When you combine these 3 things, your focus becomes healthy, whole, and completely undivided. Which brings us to section 3, a body full of light, and the result of true focus.
The text promises that your whole body will be full of light. But what does light actually feel like in this context? It represents a permeating state of total clarity. It's the complete absence of mental darkness, anxiety, and confusion. When your focus is undivided, that clarity doesn't just, sit in one tiny corner of your brain. It washes over your entire being.
So we can actually see the completed map of this journey now. It's essentially a mechanical, step-by-step formula for profound personal transformation. Step 1. The eye perceives. You make the choice of where to place your attention. Step 2. The lamp illuminates. That attention actively shapes your reality. And step 3. The body fills with light. If that attention is healthy and undivided, the absolute result is glowing internal clarity. And honestly, the most astonishing part of this promise is the totality of it. The text doesn't say you'll be partially illuminated or that you'll just have like a slightly better afternoon. It says your whole body will be full of light, 100%. Single-minded focus leaves absolutely zero room for darkness when the lamp is functioning perfectly.
So our ultimate takeaway from this explainer is incredibly profound. Our internal clarity is completely dependent on our external gaze. You simply cannot achieve internal peace while fixating on negativity or distraction. Your mind is a lamp, and it only fills you with light if you intentionally shine it on things that are true and undivided. Let's just return to the powerful second half of our foundational text for a second. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Try reading it now with the secret fully unlocked. If your attention is undivided and intentionally focused, your entire internal state will be filled with absolute clarity and peace. It is an ancient perfect equation, the condition and the beautiful result. Which leaves us with just one final, pretty heavy question to ask ourselves. In this exact moment, where is your lamp focused right now? Is your eye looking at the world with a healthy, undivided focus or a fragmented one? Because whatever you are shining your lamp on is exactly what is filling you up. So take control of your lamp, cultivate a healthy eye, and let the light in. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. Keep learning, keep focusing, and I will see you next time.